Crystal. Hey, Queen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm amazing. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much and for this opportunity, especially on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for doing it on Zoom. So I wanted to pop on real quick just to make sure they get on time, and also let you know, I don't know if I emailed you, but they're putting out a remix on Friday with a video. So yeah, they're shooting a video on Monday in Atlanta for Spend It All, the remix.
Oh my gosh. And I love the regular song in the interlude. Okay, Michael's joining us.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to ask him about the remix.
That, yeah.
Yes. Michael, hello. I think your audio's connecting. Hey, Michael, how are you?
Hey, Tammy Reese, how are you?
I'm blessed and favored. Thank you so much for asking.
Hey.
Yeah, let's do
Look
it.
At her bling. Look at her bling, girl. Woo! You look beautiful.
I love
Thank you. So do you, Queen.
I love your hair.
So do
I love your hair.
Thank you so much. And Michael, I was telling Crystal, I'm so thankful that you are doing this interview, especially on a Friday night.
Absolutely. Well, you know, Crystal, she's very stickler about, you know, doing these interviews. So, you know, we're happy to do them.
Yes, and she's also just sharing so much amazing news for what 112 is doing. Yes, and I'm just so excited to have this conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
And get it out there. And just so you know, I write for Vocal Media.
Okay.
I feel so honored to interview you today. During these just unprecedented times, I'm all for showcasing positivity.
Yes, ma'am.
and triumph through adversity.
Absolutely.
And everyone needs some hope, especially hearing from legends like yourself. Just give the masses just more encouragement that we're going to get through these times.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We are in the hope business over here.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So should we wait a few more minutes for Slim?
Yeah, let's give him another minute because I know that he's really encouraged about doing these interviews as well too. So awesome. We can give him like another minute. I know his son's birthday is today, so he's doing a lot of running around as well too. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. And I know you're a father yourself.
I am a father of 4. I got 2 boys and 2 girls. My oldest boy is in the Navy right now, so you know we're praying for this young man.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yeah. Thank him so much for his service.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. And I praise God for the way that he turned out. Like he is such a good model citizen. And you know, my little girls on the other hand, they nutcases, but I love them.
You love him still. I have an 11-year-old son, and I'm just so blessed as he's adjusting to this homeschool situation.
Right.
He's in 6th grade, and it's just completely different than in person. But
that's right.
Teachers are so supportive, and they want these kids to win. So it's just a blessing, a huge transition, but it's happening.
Here's the beauty about Black folk. We know how to adjust.
Yes, we do. Okay.
You know what I mean? We know you know what I mean? You give us chicken salad, we gonna make a 10-course meal out of that thing.
Okay, yes, we is. And we're making our ancestors proud. The things that they had to endure and push through and overcome, you know, it's like we got it made, even with these hard times, and we're making them proud. We're making them proud for sure.
Absolutely.
I've been just listening to the album for days. I'm just so excited to talk about it. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, this album, I'm calling it an album now, but you know, this body of work, this music that we have, I've been pleasantly surprised by the reaction that we've been, you know, receiving. And so like we knew that, you know, of course we're 112. So of course we know that we're going to put out the best product we possibly can. However, the reaction that we've gotten, you know, from the fans, it's just been amazing. And I'm really happy about the outcome.
Yes, I'm happy and proud of you. The legacy continues for sure.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
and I got it. Before Crystal had joined us, I was playing it. I,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes, yes. That is the one.
Yes, it is lit.
Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
seen her name pop up. I said, oh, let me turn it on.
That's right. That's right. That's one of my favorite songs on the album too. You know, because it sounds like 112, but at the same time we got that young swag on it too. So that's the thing about 112. Like we're vocalists. You can drop us in any era. It could have been in the 20s, you know, when they were doing that Cab Calloway and that scatting and all that stuff. We could have did all of that. You could have, like in the 60s, we could have did all of that. In the 70s, we could have did disco. In the 80s, we could have did the big records. Just, you know, we're vocalists. You know what I mean? Like we do music. You know what I mean? So there's nothing for us to have done, you know, this kind of record that, you know, that exclusively, man. I was excited about that. It did give us a challenge. I ain't gonna lie, because, you know, because of our vocal background, it's about, you know, doing like big harmonies and you know, over like stacking your vocals and stuff. That ain't what's going on in nowadays music. You know, you can do it one time, one vocal, and you good. I'm like, wait a minute, so that's it? Wait a minute, I want to work a little longer, man. Y'all don't want me to sing something else, like, you know. But yeah, that's the world that we live in now, man. You know what I mean? So
Yes, yes.
mm-hmm.
This isn't a question, a part of the interview or anything, but I'm just interested to know as we're speaking with each other. Did you always want to be a singer? Is there anything that ever, Michael, that you ever wanted to do besides singing?
Never wanted to do anything else. I knew I was gonna be like my grandma would tell me that I was ordained, you know, to be a preacher. That she wanted me to be a preacher. I said, well, Granny, I drink too much and I got too many tattoos. So I don't know if I'm, huh?
You're human.
Yeah, I know, right? So, well, you know, my philosophy is you can't have a testimony without a test. So, you know, I don't know what the Most High has in store for me. But yeah, she always wanted. My grandmother and my mother always wanted me to be a preacher, but nah, I don't know. I don't know.
Hello,
Maybe.
Slim. Thank you for joining us.
I am so sorry. This is unbecoming of me. It's my son's birthday.
Happy birthday to your son. Michael was telling me.
Yeah, it's Trey's birthday, and I have a charity event that is a very huge charity event I'm a part of. So trying to get home.
Oh, totally understandable. Thank you both for your time.
Absolutely.
And I'm just interested to know, I was telling Michael Slim that I've just loved the album. I know the fans love it as well, the EP. And what type of messages do you try to convey through the EP?
The message that we want to convey with the EP is that we are still here. Yes. We are still giving you great music. We take what you say as a fan very seriously because you know, Slim and I, we were cool in our legacy. You know, all we had to do at this point was just tour. We was good. You know what I mean? Yes. You know what I mean? Like, so, but we wanted to make sure that the world understood that we value our fan base and we wanted them to know that this music was for them. You know, and like we can do music all day long, but this music and this EP that we put together was for our fan base. So, you know, just to let them know that we care and we love them and, you know, and rocking with us for 24 years. And, you know, hopefully it's going to be another 24 and a 24 after that.
So, Michael, it got to be for us.
It got to be for us.
Let's go.
Us. No time for games.
No time for games for sure. Yeah. Slim, when you first listened to the completed EP, what was your first reaction?
I was so proud. I was just so proud of the fact that Mike and myself that had put together an amazing body of work that we were very proud of. And you know, at this point of our career, it's about the legacy. So that being said, you know, we wanted to make sure that everybody knew that we're going to continue to keep the brand alive. And, you know, what better way than to put out an amazing body of music. Mm-hmm. And, you know, so just proud.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm proud as well. I'm so proud. Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As both Black fathers, Black kings. Why is it important for you both to use your platform and voices to spread awareness on equality and voting?
That's a great question. The reason why we feel it's important, not only important, but incumbent upon us to use our platform is because we have kids and we want to leave a lasting legacy for our future generation, for my kids' kids, kids to, in my view, the generation prior to should always, the generation after your generation should always strive to be better. You know what I mean? So let's leave something for these kids as a stepping stone so they can achieve greatness as the generations go on, man. So that was the mind frame that Slim and I had. We always wanted, our whole theme in this whole career of ours has been legacy, 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 legacy. So it's important for us to give, to give all we can so our kids can have a legacy that's long lasting.
That's right. That's right. Slim, did you want to add to that?
No, I think my brother Mike is definitely touched home on that one. It's about our legacy.
Yes, Michael did indeed. What responses did y'all get from the versus battle?
Oh man, you know what? it was an amazing situation. First of all, to be able to, for both groups to celebrate our contributions to the music industry. But I must say that it was very, very rewarding for the result that had come out, that 112 was on top, and it absolutely, it definitely I would say highlight the fact that 112, we worked very, very hard, and putting out this EP and that happening around the same time, perfect.
Perfect. Yes, yes. Both groups definitely legendary. It was so needed for the culture for sure. And absolutely. Even though it's versus battle is exactly a celebration, and you both groups gave each other respect that was needed and great for the masses to see. What's the most memorable moments in your career so far, if you both can answer?
Most memorable. I think listening to Only You for the first time on radio. I think that was the most memorable for us. Like we've won Grammys and all this other, but it's nothing like your first time. And yes. Us being in the studio, it was kind of like, I don't know if you remember the 5 Heartbeats, but that whole scene, everybody did, and then they were like, the music came on, they turned the music up, and everybody was dancing and jumping around and acting crazy. It was that same vibe that we had. It was the same vibe. And we were really excited. Hot 97 played the record, and for us to get a bomb on it, like when they boom, and then they brought it back, boom, and they did it again, boom.
Yes.
We were so happy and just proud. It was just an overwhelming. It was a culmination of all those years of the hard work that we put in, and to see the fruits of our labor. It was a really exciting time.
Beautiful. How about you, Slim?
You know what? Mike is right there too, and now I would love to say, actually performing on stage at the Grammys with Sting and Puff and Faith, and that whole moment right there, it was like, when you're right there at the top, it felt like the top of your game, and then to actually, after you perform with somebody, all these iconic people on the stage, and then to walk off and then actually hear your name, we actually won the award.
Right.
That was so amazing. Now, we didn't get on the stage as fast enough, but just to hear it, it was amazing. Puff was mad at us too, by the way.
Yeah, but Puff was real mad at us.
I love it. I love it. Additional to the EP, what else should fans be on the lookout for? I understand you're doing a remix to Spin It All.
Absolutely. We are doing a remix that we will be putting out next week. We're doing a video next week, and this is how 112 works. We move real fast, remix video, put it out. And so we're excited about that. Spend It All, we have Fat Man Scoop, and also we have 69 Boys on this record. So, it's a bass sounding record. That's the thing about 112. We believe in just, we believe in music. We're very eclectic when it comes to music, and we will work with anybody. We have something in store as far as for us as well. We got Big Gift from Goody Mob on for us. and we just heard the record and it sounds amazing. So yeah, we're moving. You know, we're pushing this EP. We're pushing this 112 Forever movement. You know, and with this new EP, we feel like we're gonna achieve this goal. You know, we want Grammy status on this. You know, because if everybody else can get a Grammy nomination at least off of an EP, 112 feel like we can do that as well.
That's right, Mike. That's right. Coming on my last two questions, and I know the theme of this conversation this evening has been legacy, which brings me to, what do you want the 112 legacy to look like?
You know what? This is Slim speaking. I know Mike will probably add on with this, but you know, from my perspective, I think that 112 definitely needs to be in the same sentence as best R&B male group of our generation. When you think of R&B,
yes.
When you think of R&B and how we did it our way, with 112, we definitely take pride of whatever we've done, whether it was the best vocalists, whether it was the best writers or the producers, whatever we contributed to the R&B world. Yeah, I don't care, 50, 20, 30, 50 years from now, when you talk about our era and you talk about R&B as far as groups are concerned, we better be at the top, one of the ones, you know, where you can't forget about 112.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, Slim. Mike, do you want to add to that?
I will add on to it by saying, instead of being of our era, I would say of all time. I want to say we're one of the best R&B groups of all time. You know, like, because no, don't get me wrong, the 90s was an amazing era, and everybody refers back to the 90s, and we're proud to be from that era. However, I feel like the body of work that we put in, and the work that we put in, I feel like we can be considered as one of the best R&B groups that ever existed. So just to, you know, edit a little bit what my brother said.
No, without a doubt. And before I get to my last question, let me take my professional hat off real quick and just be a fan. Hell to the yes. Okay. When I told my friends I was interviewing y'all, they said, "Oh shit."
That's right. That's right.
And last but not least, with all your legendary experience, so many years in a career, just impacting our culture and the world, what advice would you have for anyone who wants to get into the entertainment industry, specifically the music industry? Because you've been there, done that, and still doing it. What advice would you have?
Sure. That's a great question. I would say to the newer artists coming in, and it's almost apropos. Well, not even apropos. It's almost standard now that you establish yourself before the record labels even get to you at this point in the game. See, it's different than it was in the 90s, where they developed you and then they put you out. These artists nowadays are pretty much an entity of themselves, and then the record labels catch on after the fact. So with that regard, I think they have that down as far as that goes. I would just say, listen to the people that you trust with the utmost, but more so than anything, listen to yourself. Have a bend but don't break mentality, you know, because there are so many artists who are incredible artists, but you'll never hear from them because they, instead of negotiating with said record labels or said people that's in the business that can open doors for them, they were just, no, I refuse. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And you'll never hear from them again. It's always the ones that have a bend mentality where I won't subjugate my foundation and who I am as a person. However, if we can negotiate and find a common ground, find a commonality, then we can do business. So have a bend but don't break mentality, I would say, would be the best course of action for new artists.
Thank you. That's perfect, Mike. Thank you both, Mike and Slim. I know we have to wrap. Crystal to send us the message. Stay blessed. Stay well. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your Friday. Keep being awesome. I'm proud of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tammy. Thank you.
Peace.
Yes.